Hi guys, it's Kelly Snow. Hi. Oh, what are you guys doing? I've had a hectic day. Oh my goodness. I had camera trouble for a second here, so I am late a little bit. Well, maybe not. 2 minutes or something. But of course my camera fell down and I forgot. So when I went to go on, it was all messed up, so I couldn't. So today, I am on to, I have such a mess because I've been on these Paris ones. And so today I'm going to start a new 6x6. And it's still going to be Paris, but it's going to be pink and green instead of the purple this time. One I am going to make for my shop, and one is for something else. I guess I'll tell you later. Can't give away all the secrets at once, you know what I mean? I have so many things to tell you guys. But I just can't get overwhelmed with all of it at one time because, you know, right now we have what's going on right now. But, you know, I'm planning crazy. So anyway, so the other thing I want to do, though, before I do all of this, I kind of like to jabber around a little bit until, like, everybody gets here and says hello and, you know, whatever. And so, like, I go through Happy Mail or I do something usually before I get into what I'm doing, you know, since this is our group hangout. So what I'm going to do first is, since, look at this mess. We're doing a mess. So, look at this towel. It's got coffee, everything all over it from the last staining I did, and then I ironed, you know. Oh my goodness. I gotta move this. This is so funny, you guys. Okay. Not that that looks any better. Look, paper stuck to my desk. So I was going to refinish the top of this, you know what I mean? And so I didn't care, but now I'm going to have to do, thank goodness I have a sander. Because I'm redoing my whole craft room, you know, I'm doing that cabinet. You know, that cabinet I'm doing, you guys? Well, I've been making videos, little short videos on how I'm doing it. I just haven't posted them yet because I got to link them all together. So I'm done painting, and I got my furniture wax with my new brush in the mail. So I'm getting ready. I'm so excited. So anyway, the first thing I wanted to show you is I added some new book pages to my shop today. Do I have this upside down now? I think I have the camera upside down. Dang it. Or maybe I don't. I don't know. No, maybe it's not. Anyway, so I wanted to show you what I put in the shop today because I normally don't do that, but I'm going to do it because these are neat. So I got a couple of different dictionaries and a bunch of different sheet music. Last weekend I went to an estate sale, and so I found some really cool old books. And so this one has, now I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but it's speckled pages, and they're blue specks, and then it does have the cutout tabs on it. And this one's from, I don't know, they're all from the 50s. This one's the newest, 1959. And anyways, I really like, you know how you look at your dictionary like this and it has all the different colors on here? Well, I like this one because it has the blue specks, so it's neat. And it's not that onion skin paper either. It's a little bit thicker, but like almost, it's kind of thin. This is the thinnest one I have. And you'll see the different colors of the covers if you go check it out. And I linked my shop in the description box underneath, as well as our Facebook group. So then here is the next dictionary. This one's Webster's again, New World, and this is the red one. So it's got red. See, it's really cool. I really like this one. And it has the tabbies on it, where some of my dictionary pages don't have the little tabbies, but this one does. And this one, I think, I can't remember. Oh, look. Camera doesn't like me right now. Well, this one's 1956. And these pages are a little bit thicker than the last book. Okay. And then this one is, oh, it's heavy. This is a college encyclopedic dictionary. And this one's really thick pages, and it's really big pages. These are really nice for when you're just folding pages in half, you know what I mean? That's what I really like these for, because they're real big, you know what I mean? And this one has really thick pages, and it's from 1958. And it's kind of cool because some of the pages have pictures and, you know, illustrations, and it's neat. So I have 2 volumes of this. So I did a big haul on the dictionaries today. And then these, well, I haven't listed these yet, but I listed some earlier. If you're in the group, you've seen I found some elementary school sheet music paper, which is really freaking cool because it's got all the illustrations and the cartoons and everything. So I listed it on my group page, and it's in my Etsy shop if you want to look at it. But anyways, I have these. And I don't know. I looked them up on eBay, you know, because you never know, just to see what, I mean, everything goes for. And these are piano books, lesson books, like volume 1, beginners, it says, you know, but they're real pretty. I love these piano, you know, they have a lot of notes. And then there's notes in here, and like this one has a star, and like, I don't know, they just have some, this one has a star, and the dates are on here. And so I haven't listed these yet, but I'm going to. I guess, oh, look at all the writing in here. I hate to rip these up. You know what I mean? They're going for like $10 on eBay, so I just sell them, you know, piece them out. But I don't know, it's a shame to do it. So if anybody wants this, you better say so quick. Because I'm gonna piece it out. But anyways, I have 3 of those, but this one is for violin, and so, you know, it's completely complicated. I mean, look at it. Oh my God, can you imagine? I can't even imagine. And it has notes in it and dates and different things too, so it's pretty cool. Oh my God, look at this. So anyways, I am going to list this too pretty soon here, and so we're going to have a different choices of sheet music, which is neat because, I don't know, I just think it's neat. And then, you know, Strauss, well, he's pretty famous, you know. Oh, it is upside down. Dang it. I'll have to fix my camera now again. Sorry. Anyway, so I have Strauss waltzes, and this one's really old. Let me see. Or I think this is the old one. Well, 1945. Okay. And I can't remember how much this one was on eBay. Whatever. It doesn't really matter, but I'm just saying. So it has all his famous waltzes, you know. So, I mean, my brother listens to classical, and I don't know. There's just some. Look at the complicated. Oh my God! See, I don't read. I mean, I know a little bit, you know, just total basic stuff. But anyway, so we'll have some different choices in my shop for supplies, and I'm trying to keep all my supplies at like $2.50, so you can get, you know, a couple of things. And then just to let you guys know, you know, I was new at this and I had the shipping screwed up, but I have it fixed now. So if you go there, try to order something, and then you get to the end and you're like, shipping, all that shipping, what the hell? And then you leave, you know. Well, I fixed it, I didn't get it, but now I do. It's a lot to learn when you do this, you know what I mean? But anyways, I figured it out finally. So now my shipping is way better, although I do reimburse anyways. You know, I'm not going to do 25 cents or something, but you know, if it's at a reimbursable amount, then I will. And then this I got too. I haven't listed it yet, but I'm going to. So you guys get the scoop on everything. You just don't even get it, right? So anyway, this is one of those charts that opens up, you know, and you set it like you can set it on the table to practice, or you put it over the, you know, whatever. And so it's like a beginner's chart for piano, and it tells you like, you know, all the music crap, you know what I mean? And it folds up and it's really cool. So I'm going to list this too. I think, I don't know, like $10 or something. We'll see. But anyway, that's neat, right? Okay, now. You know what I mean? Clear the rubble to make more rubble. I'm just teasing. Okay, so now I'm going to sign in to my YouTube to see who's here, so I can say hi and then get going on what I'm going to do, right? So let me sign in here real quick.
So I can say hi.
I do that every time. I think I would learn. I say that every time. Oh, it's funny. Okay. So I'm here. I'm here. Let's see. Kelly's here. Hi, Kelly. I love your photo. It's so cute. Hi, Leslie. Oh, you have 6x6 papers? Okay, well, this is what we're going to do then. We're going to use our 6x6s today. Hi, Michelle. Hi. Hi, Stacy. I know it's upside down, dang it. I'm sorry. I had camera trouble right before I got on. I forgot my camera fell down last night, and I forgot. And then when I go to, you know, plug it in and turn it on, do all this crap, then I'm like, oh, shoot, my camera, you know, when I turned it on, it was like facing, you know, the wall or something. I'm like, oh, where's my camera? Oh, my God. So, hi, Stacy. Yeah, you get the scoop. Hi, Athena. I know, it's upside down, dang it. Hi, Leslie. So, anyways, so now we're going to have an upside downer. But, you know, sometimes an upside downer might be okay. Depending on the mood you're in, you know what I mean? So we'll do an upside downer today, and then let's see, what is today? Thursday? Okay, so I guess our next thing is not till Sunday morning if I do it. I never commit to Sunday morning because the weekends are the only time I really get, you know, with my husband, and so he's gone 15 hours a day. Oh my God. Okay, so my 6x6s, it's basically, you know, I'm just cutting my, I got, you know, your 12x12 paper pack, and I'm just cutting it in 4s, you know. That's all I did, and I coffee stained it and baked it in the oven, and voila, here it is. Now, some of these I left so I can get a natural fold out, you know what I mean? So I left them. You know what I'm saying? So I can do some kind of weird flip out or some kind of accordion-ish thing or something, you know, with these long ones. So that's what I'm going to do. And this one, I think, I haven't done anything. All I've done is cut the paper out. So I really don't know how many journals this is going to make, although I'm getting over this Paris thing. So I might as well just tell you guys, I have a contest coming up. So I made one of those Paris journals for a prize winner. And I'm going to make another one of the Paris journals, only pink and green, for the other prize winner. Hint, hint. See what happens when you watch these live streams? You get the scoop on everything. Hi, Teresa. What you doing? I'm glad you're here. Okay, so the first thing, I cut these out and I cut these out. So now what I have to do is, since obviously, although we could, it would be cute, fold these and make a journal this size, but I don't want to. I'm just going to do it like this. But here's the ticket. I ran out of rings. So I had to order some rings, and then so all I can do is pages today. And ooh, you're doing a traveler's notebook? Oh, nice. I did 3 or 4 of them, and they're still sitting in my shop, so I ain't doing those anymore. But they're cute. I love them. But I'm not really known for those, but I wanted to try it. But I'm not going to make them if they just sit there, you know. So anyway, so I think the only way I'm going to have to do rings again or ribbons or something. You got to think about what you're, you know, how you're going to bind it first. So that's what I'll probably do. So I will just go through and, oh, you're working on tag swap stuff? I think I'm all done with my tag swap stuff. So when is it? Next week? I got like 5 more days. Tuesday, I think Teresa told me. So that'll be fun. That's really going to be fun. I'm excited. So we'll see how we have a lot of people signed up for that. And then the next swap is envelopes. So that's what I've been doing today, envelopes. I had a bunch of stuff to do in my shop today. Listing all that stuff, all the new stuff. And then I had to do a bunch of coffee staining. And I have a bunch of orders I had to get out or ready to go out tomorrow. So I've just been really busy today. So anyway. I'm trying to think of how many pages. I'm going to try to make 2 out of this. So I got 8 of these long ones. So I'm going to put 4 in each. I know I'm excited for the envelope swap too. I'm going to do 2 sheet music, 2 like regular, like, you know, envelopes that I coffee stained. And then I'm going to do like 2 dictionary ones. Or maybe I'll do 2 like printout kind. I don't know, but I'm excited. I don't know. What do you guys think is funner to get? Do you think it's funner to receive homemades? Or do you think it's funner to receive like my printouts? You know, because I'm on Stommy Rose and I can get, you know, printouts of different whatever. So, I mean, you guys tell me. I don't know what's funner to get. I think a mix of both, but I mean, I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to make 2. So I'm going to say 4 of these long ones for one, 4 of the long ones for the other. And then I'm going to count here and see what pages I got. A mix, yeah. Well, if I do a mix of my tags, I do have a mix of tags. I might have to do a little bit more, another batch of those homemades. You guys seen all those batches of tags I was making. So, you know, some of those went in my shop, but some of them are for the tag swap too, you know. So I think I might make 1 more batch just for fun. What do you guys think about me putting napkins in the shop? You think it's worth me putting napkins in the shop? I am going on a binge right now about the napkins because I love this decor project. 1, 2, 3. And I'm tired of the same old napkins, so I'm going on a hunt and I'm going to find some. Hi, Becky. Hi, Becky. Our Becky's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the Becky. 7, 8, 9, 10. That's going to come, you guys, in my post today if you've seen it. This is the Becky that's going to come and show us how to do shabby chic flowers. Oh, I'm so excited. You're going to come on a couple times, Becky. Oh, I'm so excited. So I'm getting all ready. And then the napkins, Stacy says yes, huh? Okay. Well, I'm in Seattle. And, you know, there's napkin stores. So, you know, I can get a hold of some napkins. Only here's the issue. I mean, 12 napkins for $6.50. Seriously, that's how much they are. I mean, do people really buy them like that? I really don't know. I mean, I could try it out, and if they don't sell, then, you know, I guess I got napkins forever. Oh, really? Okay. Well, I'm in Seattle and I can get I can get whatever you want. Basically. So I'm going to go start shopping and then I'm going to list them, but what can I do? I'm going to do 6 designs, 12 napkins, 6 designs, 2 each. 2 napkins of each kind is what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 10 and 10. We'll see what I got left here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 1 each left. Okay. Now it looks like I got a bunch of dark ones in here, so now I got to mix these up. I'm kind of getting over this one right here because I used it so much already, so I don't know why it's in here. So I'm taking that one out. So now I'm 1 shy. See how that works? But that's okay. Because I'm 2 shy. 3 shy. 4 shy. It's okay. I can cut more. I don't want those dark ones in here anymore. Hi, Anne. Hi, Anne. Well, I'm going to list some in my shop as soon as I get some that I find that I think are really good. I'm going to list them. So I'm having fun. I listed a bunch of stuff today. If you guys missed the beginning, I listed a bunch of cool sheet music and different styles of dictionary papers. I got a bunch of new books, so I'm super excited. Hi, Anne. Okay. So now I'm just making sure that this has enough, like, this has photos on it. This is like, I just want to make sure there's a good mix of floral and text and like I don't have too much of one thing. Oh, you give them away, Leslie? Well, we have napkin swaps. That's fun. We all love napkins, so you'll have to start sending little racks out maybe for fun if you just give them away anyway. We all love us some napkins. You know, I only got 1 floral in here, really. I like to send racks to some of the little racks to the new ones because it's really tough when you're new. You know what I mean? It's tough when you're new to get all that stuff. It's like, oh my God, I was so overwhelmed. I'm still overwhelmed. I don't even have a punch yet. You know what I mean? Like, you know, or die cuts or any of that. You know, I don't have none of that stuff yet. See, there's a lot of pink in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sheets of pink. Well, let's see here. Well, only 3 in this one, so we could do 5. Give me 2 of these. There, now I'll get a little bit better of a mix. Okay, so I'll put this one away and just work on this one then. Now that I got all my papers together. And this one, I don't even exactly know yet until I get my rings. Because see, this is all design paper. I've been using all design paper. I haven't even been mixing in anything else. Because I have 2 thick stacks. Oh, Stacy, okay. Bye. I have 2 big thick stacks of this design paper. And I need to use it up. So I'm not even like mixing. You know? I'm just using it up. But I'm going to get my rings. And I feel like this is going to be too skinny. $11, $12, $13, $14. Oh, maybe not. Let's see. It's $15, $16, $17, $18. So I like to have 20 at least in these. So I need like 2 more. So sometimes I put in, you know, like a little sheet music or whatever. Yep, this is still Paris paper, only I'm doing the pinks and greens this time. See? Green and pink. And this is for a contest that's coming up in the group. So that's why I'm making so many of these. I wanted to put a couple in the shop, and then I need to make a couple for contest winners. I'm going to have a contest coming up, so we'll get ready for that. It's going to be really fun. So anyway, there's all kinds of stuff coming up you guys don't know about. So anyway, so this one is pink and green, and when I do the rings, I like to use a fabric to reinforce the holes, and I have not chosen a fabric yet. So that's kind of what I know. It's going to be a pain because this isn't like really fun to watch or anything, but I have to choose a fabric to go with this. You know, it's just the way it is. And I didn't have any time today to prepare because I was busy in the shop, see? So, but you gotta kind of get everything ready. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. I've got some tags over here printed out. I got some stuff ready that like are pinks and greens and different things I'm going to use that I know I'm going to use. I printed these upside down. Printed these ones out from Pinterest, and so I'm going to use these pink and green. You know, it's a real pretty color. We always love pink and green. So these are some of the tags I'm going to use. And I have a bunch of other cutesy little things I'm going to put in here. But it's all just sitting there off to the side. But I will put this up here so I can get some fabric and we can look and see what color I should use. Not spilling any more beans, you guys. I spilled enough beans tonight. I wasn't even going to tell you guys this because we're focusing on the tag swap right now. Once the tag swap's over, 2 days after the tag swap's over, you're going to know about it on the 17th, just like my post said. If you guys read my post. Now, I know some of you read my posts, but a lot of you don't. So, I only go on and on with long posts if there's something actually to say you realize. I don't just go on and on to hear myself talk, right? Okay, so I'm going to dig up some fabric and then we can see what we think goes best. Pink and green. Or I could just do muslin too, you know what I mean? Yeah, you can make the tags all different if you want. Don't matter. I'm making mine, like, I made a set so they all match and so the person can use them, you know. So, I don't know, this might be not the right green. But, I don't know, we'll see. It's kind of too blue. But it's gorgeous and I'm going to use it. But I don't know if I'm going to use it on this. So, let's see. Let me look for something else here. Let me look. Becky, I was thinking this would be good for flowers. Look at the texture of this. Don't you think this would be good for flowers? Now, tell me what sizes to cut out for this. This is going to be gorgeous. And I love it. But, you know, I love this. I'm going to be using this for the flowers. Believe me. Right? I know muslin might be good. I have a bunch of muslin, so I might just use that. It's really pretty. Okay, well, let me get my muslin out then, and I'll do some ripping. Ripping and shredding. I just feel like we get sick of muslin all the time. So we always use muslin, you know, for everything. So I get sick of using it. So I want to use something else. But every time I go to switch. Okay, so I have a bunch of different kinds of muslin because, you know, I estate sale. And I got a lot of different muslin here. This is actually has green muslin. And let me see something here. I don't know. This is weird fabric. I got to look at this for a second before I even show it to you. What is going on here? Oh, I guess they're flowers. This is weird. Wait till you see this. It's green. But then look at the cool flower prints it has on there. Isn't that neat? And it's a muslin, you know, or a linen anyways. It's kind of thick. You know what I mean? Isn't that cool with the flowers? I'm digging it. Maybe not for this, but I'm just saying this is so cool. This would be good for a cool, like, and it has all these skid marks on it and stuff. This is so cool. I love this. I love the flowers. But I don't think it's the right green anyway. So anyway, we won't do that, but it's cool. Then I have this that's really coffee stained a lot, but I don't know. I don't think I'll use that one either. And then I have this is like a wheat color or something. It's got some darker specks in it. And then this is just the regular muslin. Let's see here. What the heck do I have? Let's see. You know what else I like using? Although I'm not gonna on this, but I really liked using those tea towels. You know, when I did that batter up one with the tea time desserts, whatever. I really liked using those tea towels. They worked really good for that. I really liked how it felt and stuff. You know, glued on. I don't know. I like glued on muslin the way it feels. I don't know. I'm weird. But so I don't think I'm going to use this. Is pretty thick, so I'm just going to use this one. I like this. Okay. So what I normally do is this is a big piece I got in that estate sale. I didn't even have to pay for it. I mean, you know, I paid like, I don't know what it was, but it was a whole box of stuff. I feel like it was practically free. You know what I mean? So anyway, so what I do is I just decide how much fabric I want. You know, you got to make sure you leave enough room for the holes to get punched in. I hate it when I make these too small and I get on the edge and then I still have to. So I just fold over like this much, you know. Fold it over and then you just tear it. You know, we like the shaggy look. Then I'll have one big long strip of fabric. I can just snip, snip, snip and make all my fabric pieces. You know, it's quite a lengthy process, actually, you know, to do this. I mean, you know, it takes some time because I'll probably have to do that again. In fact, I probably will because you can never have too many muslin strips. You know what I mean? You can never have too many of those. So I'll just do it again. So I have two. Because I already know I'm making two of these, so I'm going to need at least this many. If not more. I like muslin covers too. It's fun. I don't know why I like muslin so much. I just do. And then at Christmas time, I make these dolls. Oh my God. I haven't showed you guys because I haven't been on a Christmas with you guys yet. But I make these dolls out of muslin, you know, for Christmas. And I call her Miss Christmas Time Wishes. And she's so cute. And I write these silly little poems, you know. Anyway, she comes with this little booklet with a little silly little Christmas poem and how she sits on your bed and you can grant little wishes. And oh my God, it's so cute. Anyways, I made my mom one time too to put on her bed, and she brings it out every year. Little Christmas wishes, sits on the bed. So I don't know if I'll get to them this year because I'm making journals now. Jeez, oh Pete's. But we'll see. We'll see if I make them this Christmas time wishes this year. I don't have any in stock. I'll have to have my mom send me a picture of hers to show you guys. It's cute. It's a very simple doll. It's not anything real complicated or anything. You know, it's like just one of our mannequins, you know, that we see on here, kind of, you know, when I put a dress on her and stuff. It's muslin, you know, dress. It's cute. It's cute. Mariana, hello. I'm cutting strips now for my 6x6. I am just cutting these all the way across because you can fuss with the edges here and fray them if you want. You know, I'm just cutting it. I could cut and rip, but I'm just in a cutting kind of mood. You know. Hi. What you doing? So I'm just cutting strips right now to go on my paper right here to reinforce the holes when I punch them. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I know it's not so fun, but this is from the ground up, and this is just how it happens. You know, and we have so many new people, and they like to come in and watch, you know, because they don't know anything. You know what I mean? I don't think I watched more tutorials than I would have. I would think this would be fun to watch somebody do it. Like, I don't know. I didn't have that I didn't find that when I was new. I don't see anybody doing that. But now that I've started, I see, like, you know, people doing it. So I don't know. I guess I just missed the boat. So we'll see. But I know when I was new, I would have loved it. There. I'm getting down there to the end. And I still have some pretty Paris paper to use. Peachy. It's smoky here in Seattle. I can't even breathe, you guys. If I could show you a picture of what it looks like outside, the sun is pink. You know, at nighttime, it's orange. Like, there's smoke in the trees. They're telling us not even to go outside and mow our lawns. You know, like, not even to exert any kind of, you know, because they don't want us breathing. You know what I mean? No breathing allowed. I mean, how are you supposed to escape this? It's everywhere. Like, what am I going to do? Walk around with a mask? I guess. I guess I could. I guess I could. So now, I like to buy these big glue bottles. But I'm deciding, I think I like the little ones better. I don't care if it does cost more. It's cheap at Walmart. This is $3 something and this is $2 something. So what the heck? I know this is double the amount, but I don't know. This huge bottle is starting to bother me. I like the little one better. So, you know, I don't know. So now I just take my strips and glue them on. Not a big deal. Okay. Is that better now? I think it might be better. Of course, I was going to Mod Podge because I'm tired of this jar too. And I want to get done. Yeah, it always gets clogged. You have to pull the thing out all the time. I poke needles in there. I put this little scissors in there and gouge it out. You kind of got to. So I'm just over it. I think I'm just going to use a small one from now on because it's just annoying. And who saves that little friggin' cap? I mean, really, I don't. You know? So there we go. So I think I'm going to Mod Podge this stuff because I'm down to the bottom and I'm tired of it now. I want to get rid of this too. So I'll just glue a strip and stick it on. I kind of like Mod Podging fabric on. It works really good with lace. Since I've been doing these Paris ones, I've been doing a lot of with the lace, and I really like how the Mod Podge looks. Or I mean how the lace looks on the paper. You know. My problem is it's a little crooked. So if you get it fast enough, you can redo it. There we go. There. There. So then I just go through and do this to every single one of my pages. Yeah, I know, Mariana. The glue is annoying. That's why I want to get over this bottle. I'm sick of it. It's just, yeah. Look at the glue on the top of mine. It's like a 1/4 inch thick. It's just the way it goes, I guess. So now you just start an assembly line of gluing. That's all I do. Meanwhile, we just gab, right? So it's fun. I like this muslin. I don't know how old it is, but I got it at that sale and with a bunch of old stuff. I like it. I never heard of Collage Podge. I guess I'll have to look for it and see. I don't like Mod Podge myself. I never have. But sometimes, you know, it's necessary. You know? Yeah, I like these strips. It looks really nice. I like this muslin. I know I hate Mod Podge. That's why I decided not to use it when I decoupage anymore. I hate it. Over it. It's glue stick all the way and it looks way better anyways. I like it. Okay, so who's seen my video today of Sagita made my journal? Did you guys see it? Did you guys see my journal? It's posted on my page on our Facebook group. It's so stinking pretty. I'm so friggin' excited. I've been waiting for that stinking journal. Oh my God, did you see it, Mariana? I am so excited. Oh, Michelle, you gotta go look. you order a journal from Sagita, you know, she's got a long list, man. She's so good. So anyways, I bought one from her, and she'll be sending it pretty soon, but I went right back on the list to get another one, and it takes a while, so anyway, she's my favorite, you know. So it's on our Facebook group page. It's posted. So I'm really happy. Yeah, that journal's for me. It says for Kelly right on it, sold, everything. Kelly's me, right? Yep, that was for me. That was so fun when you go and see when she posts her YouTube videos, you know, if you hit subscribe twice, you'll get notifications, you know, when we go on live. And so I did that with her, and so I get, you know, notices of when she posts videos. And when I seen my name up there, I was like, woo! I gotta go look right now. Oh yeah, that's mine. Well, my family, we're from Lithuania. And so I love to listen to her because she sounds like my grandparents, you know what I mean? They spoke complete Lithuanian. And so it's really nice to listen to her talk because she has the same, you know, accents as they did. So it's fun. I love that. Yes, I love her style, the way she does it. And I started out not using all of these things that we use because I love that way also. But it's really fun to use like the design papers and do the little thingies and the little stuffies, you know. So, but I have one coming up that's like that. I love to do those. I call them garden styles just because it's raw, you know, like there's not, I don't know. It's different, you know what I mean? I like to do those. I did one kind of like that. I don't know. One of my first ones, I think that Simply Relax Here one was kind of like that. But anyways, I'm making one soon that's why I keep asking for that onions and garlic. Anything onions and garlic and coffee, because well, the onions and garlic is for the journal I'm going to do that's like Sagita's. So I'm waiting. I did some onion skin paper, and I did some onion skin envelopes, and I did some sage paper, and so I'm collecting. And then Kat sent me a garlic stamp, and Stacy sent me a piece of mushroom paper, which was really cool. So I'm collecting little things, you know, from you guys and from when I see them around. It takes me a while to collect just the right stuff that I want to use, you know what I mean? Yeah, I love pink. I love the pink. That's always my favorite. I don't know. It's just the way it is with me. But I like any of it, you know. I like all the colors, but I had to have something pink from her. My next one isn't going to be pink, so. But I just like pink. I don't know. It just makes me really happy. You know what I mean? Anything with pink or bling on it, I'm just so stupid. God, it's dumb. I know. But I can't help it. I just like it. All the baby fabrics and, you know, all that. Oh, you got the Simply Relax one, Annie? I didn't know that was you. I can't keep track. That's so cool. Really? I love that one. I haven't gone back to that yet. You know what I mean? And I love doing those kind. I didn't realize that was you, Annie. You know, my brain isn't quite the right way. But you know what? Everybody has different names when they order stuff and when they're on YouTube, and then when they go to Facebook. Everybody has all these different names. Like, I can't keep track of everybody. So, but that's cool. I love that one. That's neat. Well, you've been watching me for a long time then, Miss Annie. That's cool. I didn't realize. Well then. You've been watching me since the very beginning. You little stinker. I didn't realize that was you. Simply Relax is like one of the first journals I ever made. It's in my videos. You just have to look for it. I made a playlist now of all my junk journals that I've listed and sold and made, you know, so, but they're all still there. All my flip throughs I put in one spot so they'd be easier to see, because sometimes you're not in the mood for a how-to video. Sometimes I'm in the mood just to watch flip throughs for a while, you know what I mean? So I skip from channel to channel and look for flip throughs, you know. Sometimes I'm in the mood. That's how I do it anyway. It sits on your coffee table? Oh my goodness, that is so cool. That's so cool. I never got to talk to anybody who had one of my journals before. Usually they buy it and leave and I don't see him, talk to him again, you know. Goes to Hong Kong and crap like that. So I never see him again. That's so neat. Do you use it? Annie likes to lurk around. Okay. That's cute. Hey, my husband is like that too. He's very quiet and in the background, you know. There we go. So once I get these all done, I don't know. Let's do it this way. Because this has slight sheet music right here in the background, kind of. I like that. And he's a lurker. That's a funny word to use. Lurking about. Well, I'm glad you made it over to the group anyways. You don't have to talk. But it certainly was a different style because I didn't have anything, so I had to come up with all these crazy ways of doing things. So that one's really crazy, isn't it, Annie? I didn't have all the fancy stuff back then. So, Mariana, did you get kicked off once for talking too much? That was so funny. Somebody got kicked off for talking too much. It was so funny. Or at least I thought it was funny. Maybe they didn't think it was, but I thought it was. I knew it. That's funny. So I'm just gluing pages. That's all I'm doing right now. I only got 2 left and I'll have to cut more strips. So where's my card makers? I need a couple more card makers. I had a post up. I need some card makers. Teresa, that's funny. Yeah, sometimes. I need some card makers in my group, you guys. I need a couple more people. I have a post up about it, and you can private message me if I have card makers. The commitment is one card a month. Now, come on. It's not that big of a commitment. It's only 1 card a month. And then if you want to do more, you can. But I'm making a mini group in the group. And it's for card makers. And Teresa made that birthday card list. We all put our birthdays on there. So now we need some card makers, right? To send out birthday cards. Because, you know, I realize, I mean, a lot of us moms, everybody comes to us when they want something. You know, we don't often get spoiled, you know. And I mean, shoot, a birthday card would be nice, you know. It'd be really nice. So I have a sign-up sheet. Or I have a post. Hi, Carla. Carla's the one that helped me out today. Wasn't it you, Carla? Well, we're doing greeting cards. Stacy Crease is heading it up. What we do is we have a birthday list. Teresa keeps track. She has the master birthday card list. And so what happens is every month you pick a person off that month's list whose birthday it is, and you make them and send them whatever size birthday card, whatever you want to do. If you want to make it an ATC and send them a happy birthday ATC, then that's what you do. And so I want 5 or 6 gals on the little team there so that we can send out 5 or 6 birthday cards a month. You know, everybody send out 1 card. That's cheap, you know, and I know we have extra scraps and supplies laying around that we can send out. And I know there's lots of lonely people that would love to get a card from us, you know. And so I thought that would be fun. And then sometimes I post an alert asking for someone to make a card for someone, you know, like I want to send out cards to Facebook keeps track of who posts the most. And so Laura Silvio I named her the best friend of the month for the group. And I would like to send her a best friend of the month card. So I asked the group to make a card for her and send it out. How many of her people wants to send her one, that'd be great. She got 3 cards in the mail. Wouldn't that be cute? And I just think it would make the person feel like part of the group and yada yada. So you go talk to Stacy Crease and she will sign you up. And what we do is we have a group chat on Facebook Messenger and we add you to the list. And then when anything happens, you will be notified with the rest of the group that somebody needs a card, or the list, Teresa will post the list, or Stacy will, you know, whatever. And so that's what we're doing there. So I need a couple more gals that want to make cards. I would much appreciate it. I think it would be nice to get some in the mail. Well, go sign up, Becky, or go message Stacy. Stacy Crease, she's the one. She volunteered to head it up because I was asking for people. And so what we're calling it is the Secret Ninja Society. I made a mini group in our group just to be silly and fun. So it's the Secret Ninja Society because you send out cards, you know, nobody's going to know who it's from. It's going to be from our group, you know, not from one particular person. It's from the group, you know. And that's how it's going to be signed, you know, junk journal junkies, etc. It's from all of us, not just one person, you know, not just the person making it. The sentiment is from all of us, you know. So it's kind of a thankless job because nobody knows, you know, you're doing it. But sometimes the thankless jobs are the good ones. But it's not thankless either because the girls, the admin, and I take note of who participates in our group activities, and, you know, we might pay them a little special attention with racks or supplies or, you know, whatever you might need, envelopes or, you know, whatever. So we have that going on. In case you didn't know, I always have something going on. You know, I really want the Facebook group to be an active group, not just somewhere you go flip through and look, which if that's all you have the time for, that's great. But some of us have more time and we like, or at least I like to do fun stuff. What the heck, when I go on Facebook and go on these groups, it's my playtime. You know, like I want to do something fun. What the heck? I run around looking for all these groups and they never have anything fun. I see in one group though, I think that's really fun she does is I think it's Junk Journal Junkies and Mindful Art. She does these little art challenges every week or something, which I thought that was really cool. So that's neat. You know, interactive, you know what I mean? I think. So I always have all these little things going on. All you have to do is ask one of the girls what's happening. Just say, what's happening? You know what I mean? They could jump in the group and, you know, just start doing stuff, you know? Say, what's happening? I always have something. Okay, one left. And then this highly interesting of gluing and sticking will be over. You know, very riveting stuff. Okay. There. Yay. Okay, that's done. Now the glue's kind of sticky and it comes through the fabric a little bit. So it's kind of got to like dry a little bit. It's kind of sticking on each other. So I don't punch the holes yet until it kind of like dries a little bit. There. I know, I actually said the word Christmas today, Mariana. It's August now and I have Christmas on my mind. What is happening? Right? Okay, so now these flip outs, I made them awful big. I'm going to fold these and get them under control. Fold mold these into my accordion shape. That's how I'm going to do these ones. So now we got a natural flip out, see, on the 6x6. So I like to leave a couple pages like that so they can flip out, you know, because boy, do I like to flip out. You know what I mean? Woohoo! You know, boy, do I like to flip out. Don't I, Teresa? Actually, I haven't flipped out too bad. I don't know. Maybe I have. Everybody's flip out radar is different. So I don't know. Do I flip out? I don't know. No, but when I have something I got to get done, like, or an idea, I totally flip out. You know? Till I get it done. Teresa, shut up. I don't flip out that bad. Maybe I do, and I just don't realize. Sometimes it takes another person to tell you you're flipping out to realize you're flipping out. No, I haven't flipped out yet. No, but I told you that I don't have anybody to flip out to. See? So you are on the list if I ever want to flip out. She said I could too, so that's good. It's nice to have someone to flip out to because, you know, sometimes you just have to vent. Sometimes you have to vent. Or I get crabby in the morning before I have coffee. Sometimes too. I'm like, what's this shit on the page? What happened there? What's that person doing? Oh, it's funny. Actually, Facebook's been dead lately, hasn't it? Or at least on my page it has been. Kind of, you know. And it's just like summer. Everybody's busy. Don't have much going on right now. Of course, I do, but I have a bunch of crap going on all the time. Okay, there. I got those folded. I have 4, so I gotta scatter them. Okay, so now what I do is my script stamping on the backs of all of them. But I need a drink in the worst way. And I gotta get my ink. So let me get my ink. I moved everything. I moved everything because I'm bringing that big cabinet in here. I don't like this one. I don't like it when it's not raised up because I can't, you know, get the ink on there. Okay, our vintage photo is dried up. Antique linen is not dark enough. We'll try walnut. I have to have something right now. I'm dying. I haven't eaten since noon, and I'm getting really hungry. All of a sudden, you know. So I'm really sorry to crunch in your face, but I have to have something or I'm going to die of it. I don't even know if there's any ink left in this. We'll see. Barely. Barely. But it's okay. I even put a little bit on the fabric, you know, script stamp on the fabric, but no. I haven't started dinner yet because it's a bad time for me. It's 4:30. No. These shows, it's a bad time for me. Because I can never make dinner on these nights of the week when I do these live streams. So I might run up and get Chinese food. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm getting in the mood for some spaghetti. I know it's summer, but we can't even barbecue here right now. Otherwise, I barbecue. I barbecue in the winter, too. It don't matter. I barbecue all the time. And I really love to cook. And I got that vintage cookbook page, you know. But nobody likes to do anything on there. So I've posted cooking videos, I've posted recipes, I've posted a spot to share recipes, I've done everything. And then somebody comes on there and says, gee, I want to know, well, we share recipes, and somebody puts a link up to another group. I'm like, what the F? You know? God. It's like, I have given you guys spots on here a million times. Post your recipes so we can share them. But no. No. Oh my God, you're in New York, Mariana. You have the best shopping. I'm so jealous. You were shopping constantly. You don't like to cook. I love to. Oh, I like to eat. That's the problem. So I just randomly just script stamped everywhere, you know. Just randomness. All the time. Well, Teresa, you're so sweet to me. That's really nice. I never got presents for years until I met all you guys. You know what I mean? I think that's why we do it, though, because we know, like I said, our moms, everybody always comes to take from you, you know. And a lot of times our needs get on the wayside, you know. So that's why it's good for us to do these things for each other, because it's really nice. I just love it. You know, I like sending it and I like getting it. You know, both. It's fun, you know. All of a sudden, it's fun to get my mail. You know what I mean? Every day. It's like, yay, the mail's here. It's fun. Only I wish I could be one of those people that, like, you know, sends out the best shit. You know what I mean? But I just don't have it right yet. So I've been making stuff, though, for my racks. That I'm going to send out here eventually, but I got to make a bunch of stuff because I don't own a bunch, you know, like other people do. Oh, my husband's home. You know, after he gets home, I leave. That's just how it works. Well, we're going to do fun stuff at Christmas, Mariana, so you are going to get presents, believe me. So stay tuned at Christmas time, because we're doing a bunch of fun stuff. I promise. I promise you're going to get a present. Yeah, you got to put Drunk Journal, Junkies, etc. on our stuff. Hi, honey. Come here, kiss me. Hi.
Have you?
Yeah.
You fun shows?
Hi, honey. Yeah, I'm almost done. Okay. Okay. I'll be right there. Yeah, we never get presents, do we? It's really fun when we get presents. I don't get them either. So that's why I think it's fun to do this. You better go see your daddy. Better go see your daddy. I know, I'm sorry. I can't stand it. He's been gone all day long. He leaves at 2:45 in the morning and doesn't get home until 6 o'clock now, y'all. That's sick that he has to work that much, you know? So I gotta go because I want to go spend time with him, and we're gonna go get Chinese food and whatever we're gonna do, you know. So we're all gonna send each other presents. It's really fun. I want some. Mariana wants some. Teresa, she gets some. We live in Granite Falls, like a couple hours out of Seattle, and he has to drive to Redmond every day, so the traffic's horrendous in Washington. And he's a welder on an assembly line. He works for the Genie plant in Redmond, and so it's just insane. So anyways, I just love him, and I miss him, you know. So we'll see y'all later. Thanks for stopping. Bye.